If you didn't know, better than us.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the home team. Leading the Jaguars sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. His guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. And on the home sideline, here is their head coach. These guys also 3-0 to begin the year, so this is one of the highlight games around the league this week. Scott, Brock Heward with you up in the booth. Kicker Cam Little down on the field. Looks ready to get things started. And here we go on EA Sports. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. This is a nice gain, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36. Lawrence here running the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs from the 37. Trying an inside give to Henderson. This is ahead for about 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. You send a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Lawrence working from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those 2 numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And it's caught, it's Travis Hunter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Complete to Travis Hunter. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And They get there to take him down right around the 41. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
41-yard line.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tutu. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives him the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now, first round. He takes it himself. And they take him down right along the 30.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd down again to Tutu. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A gain of 3 yards.
Stroud to throw on first down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Greg Newsome has it. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Third and long for him here. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have involved a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
He takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Inside give here for Tutu. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Opening frame of the game 2 times already. These defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way. A lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Now it's Lawrence. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
It's now third down and 16.
Here he goes, third and long. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. More coming up after this quick break. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They've got second and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stroud now on third. That's Cox. It's Hunter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And off to Gibbs from the gun. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Throwing from the gun here. That's incomplete on second down. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
Now it's Stroud. All the left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. This is second and 6 coming up. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
To the air, Stroud. Connecting on the slant. And he drives this forward for the 6. This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
10 yards. It's now 3rd down and goal.
Here's Stroud now. And he is in. Touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. He kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Thomas on the return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. This play goes for 36. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed. And they can...
Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start to fight back with their first points of this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Tootin gets it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. Dodge the tackle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. Running left side by Jefferson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 7.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and
On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More of the NFL on EA Sports coming up. Back to throw. Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
for Jahmyr Gibbs. Incomplete.
So down from the gun. Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Gain of 6. That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Throw left side. Complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Stroud again. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again. It's Stroud. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Visitors 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this 1st half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
For Jackson Smith-Njigba. Incomplete.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The Jaguars are going to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Smith-Njigba going in motion right. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. And that one is incomplete. And the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. A timeout taken by by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half. Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. It's a 48-yard look for him. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Chased out to his right. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report. On now is Cook to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and are working to stretch that out to 4. Stroud throwing here on first. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, Stroud. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
And off to Tootin. We're cobbled together a yard there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Justin Jefferson. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And in he goes for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's in or no, they dropped another one. It's dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But does force a 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Now it's Tootin. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gibbs now from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Lawrence. And he hauls in the interception. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. They're going to be set up with 1st and goal after that INT. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a quarterback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7.
Stroud.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's brought down at the line. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on the 3rd and 1 run.
Little knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Lawrence with it on 1st. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. That's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
And they need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Lawrence throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Design bootleg here. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either getting away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys making a 24-point ball game.
Team 34, visitors 10.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And any comeback hopes they may have been entertaining, Brock. Well, they might have left the field after that last pick 6.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible things happen in the 4th quarter before, but now a 3-score game coming off of a turnover. This one should be likely over.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
This defense defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Oh, boy, we've got to pause here because Trevor Lawrence, he was the one hurt on that play, and now he's in need of some attention from the medical staff. The Jaguars into punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The home teams and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
A run here with Tootin. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Pass caught. It's Hunter. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives him a first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Looking to throw. Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
6. That's good for a first down. First and goal at the 40-yard line.
Now run. This is Mitchell. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys continue piling it on here in the fourth. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Little Tex on the extra point. And these guys continue piling on to this lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Thomas on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. For the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Third and long for him here. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
25 yards on the play.
The give now to Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
No throw, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
Now here he goes on the boot. Bo finds his running back, Henderson. And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
Rolling from the gun here. Hits him on the in route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So now here's 3rd and 5.
gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And send a receiver left. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Jaguars hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. About set. This is 3rd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain.
Throwing off the play fake. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Smith in Jigba. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. No run here, ETN. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.
Yeah.